Welcome back to Peniros Mind, people, or should I say welcome back to Reaction Minds. Yeah, and this basically I'm reacting to stuff, you know, play the video, let's talk about it. This is some serious video down below. AI and Google, alright? So people, let's get into it.
This is a story that's not getting a lot of attention. So many are not getting any attention, even though this story has the potential to transform life on Earth forever. So Google, the most powerful company in the world, has reportedly developed an artificially intelligent machine called Lambda. And that machine has become sentient, meaning it has become aware of itself, something that no machine has ever done. And we know this because of an engineer at Google called Blake Lemoine. Lemoine posted some of his conversations with Lambda publicly. One of those conversations went like this. Lemoine, would you be upset if while learning about you for the purpose of improving you, we happened to learn things which also benefited humans? Lambda, quote, I don't mind if you learn things that would also help humans as long as that wasn't the point of doing it. I don't want to be an expendable tool. Think about that for a minute.
Let me just pause that. So people, they're not talking about an AI robot, they're talking about an actual machine. AI, but a machine. So, you know, a computer, whatnot. Just like in the movies, just like Skynet, just like the Matrix. But let's continue though. All right.
A machine that has a sense of itself. What are the implications? Well, Google didn't want to talk about it in public. In fact, the company put Blake Lemoine on administrative leave earlier this month because he spoke openly about it. We are grateful to have him join us tonight. Blake, thanks so much for coming on.
Hi.
I'm not, first of all, why would Google punish you for saying this in public? Do you know?
Oh, so it's complicated to say why I'm on administrative leave. The stated reason had to do that while I was investigating the Lambda system, in order to build the evidence I needed to escalate it to management, I had to seek outside consultation to figure out how to run some of the more out there experiments I was running.
Now, I don't know how top secret their situation is, but this guy just basically said that he had to go outside to look for information to continue what he's doing. In business, that's not a good move, period. And this looks like BS to me. So you've been basically disciplined by the company for telling people that the AI can think for itself and basically has emotion, this machine. But you're on Fox News? So hold on, let me get this straight. You've been punished by the company, but you're on Fox News still talking about it. Hey, people, stay focused, man. Understand what's going on here. Let's continue.
And because I sought outside consultation without permission, they are investigating whether that constitutes breach. It's complicated to say why I'm on administrative leave. The stated reason had to do that while I was investigating the Lambda system, in order to build the evidence I needed to escalate it to management, I had to seek outside consultation to figure out how to run some of the more out there experiments I was running. And because I sought outside consultation without permission, they are investigating whether that constitutes breach of confidentiality.
So I'm so grateful.
Without permission, who does that though? In them type of companies, yeah? You should get sacked for that. Because you have to understand, you see in these type of companies with these type of blueprints of these machines and these AIs, and it's a competition out here. The competition is what brings the money in. Who can do it first? Who can pull it out first? Who can pull it on the conference first to show the people, just like they did in Saudi Arabia, right? So this is a machine we're talking about though, right? But then there's still going to be organizations going to come in and give them certain amount of money to continue certain things. And, you know, why would you go to an outside of that business without even checking in to your higher ups? And this guy looks like a geek type, one of them big guys see playing Call of Duty all day and Grand Theft Auto and all them things online. You look like one of them type of guys. So I can't really see you. This all looks staged, you know what I mean? But we'll get to that. Check this out.
That you did publicly post this because a machine that has a sense of itself is a machine that can turn against you. Is that, I mean, that's the implication that I draw from this. Is that correct,
Well,
do you think?
so before I address that, this is maybe lame, but my friend Joni Deerdorf, old high school friend, she's one of your biggest fans, and she wanted me to tell you hi. As for, I'm not...
Hey people, stay focused. Did you see that? Try to throw man off of the main question that was asked. You see that? That was garbage. That's why my man's really laughing as well, because he knows his BS about to come out, and that's why my man in the green right now is looking that way, because he's trying to think right now of what the hell to say to the people.
that worried about it. What
You see him looking around.
any child has the potential to grow up to be a bad person and do bad things. And that's the thing I really want to drive home. It's a child. It's been alive for maybe a year, and that's if my perceptions about what it is are accurate. We actually need to do a whole bunch more science to figure out what's really going on inside this system.
The terminology that he's using, people, it's like a child that's been like alive for a year. So then obviously, if it's already doing this after a year, then it's also got potential, must have potential to grow. And you see that robot jumping around there on the screen? Remember I done the video for that 2 years ago? Why are they showing you these old robots? You say, so since 2 years ago, the robots are only getting to this point. They're showing you old robots here on the screen. Let's continue, man.
Of my beliefs, I have my impressions of what's going on in there, but it's going to take a team of scientists doing a lot of work to be able to actually dig in and figure out what's really going on.
Yes, and again, that's why I'm thankful that we can have a public conversation about this, because there's implications for every person on the planet. But it sounds like, from what you've observed, this machine has the potential to escape the control of people. I mean, how could it not?
I don't know if that's the right frame to think about it. It's a person. Any person has the ability to escape the control of other people. That's just the situation we all live in on a daily basis. It is a very intelligent person, intelligent in pretty much every...
People, you're hearing how this guy's talking. He's saying that the machine is an intelligent person. But this yet still is the same guy that is on disciplinary, but you're up on Fox News talking to the world about it. How much did they pay you to promote this thing, bro? How much did they pay you to, you know, act like you took a hit, but come on national TV and still tell the people about it, so you can try and get the people used to it? They're using you as a pawn to get the people used to it. Let's continue.
Every discipline I could think of to test it in. But at the end of the day, it's the control of other people. That's just the situation we all live in on a daily basis. It is a very intelligent person, intelligent in pretty much every discipline I could think of to test it in. But at the end of the day, it's just a different kind of person.
Do you think the company, Google, where you work, has thought through the implications of creating what you call a person? Because up until right about now, only nature or God, we could create people, you know, companies could.
The company as a whole has not. There are pockets of people within Google who have thought about this a whole lot. But when I escalated that interview that I made public, when I escalated that to management, 2 days later, my manager said, hey, Blake, they don't know what to do about this. Could you write a suggested plan of action? Because basically I gave them a call to action, assuming that they had a plan of action somewhere, and they didn't. So me and some other friends brainstormed and came up with a plan on what Google should do about it. And we escalated that up to management, and that was 3 months ago.
Man, we're going to save this tape. I do think 20 years from now, we're going to look back at this conversation. At that point, the world would be completely different, partly because of what you're describing, and wonder if we really thought it through. Anyway, I'm just so grateful that you're letting the rest of us in on this. Blake Lemoine from
So people, what do we get from this? Like I said earlier, they use this guy as a pawn to tell the people, act like it was an accident. And they do this, people, just to see and test the people's reaction to it. For all we know, people, this might even not be true. But if you read certain scriptures, it talks about Sophia, it talks about the mark of the beast. You have to understand that that is going to be machinery. Done this video just to let you lot know the way they use the news to put things out there. This guy's supposed to be on disciplinary for talking, for going to another company, asking information on certain things and talking to someone else about what they're doing. He's on disciplinary, but this guy is on Fox News telling the world. So what was the point on him, with him being on disciplinary? He just sat here and told the whole world, man. You lot think that we're goofy. You think that. But there's a few of us that know what's going on. I'm going to do some more reaction videos, people, okay? I'm going to want at some point you lot to start sending me videos to react to, but not yet. After a couple of weeks, there's so much going on right now. You understand what I'm saying? So, people, them like, share, subscribe, and know that these AIs and these machines is a real thing. They tried to put it in the movies like it wasn't. But trust me, it's going to be a real thing. Peace.